All right, I'm not coming on here to preach to any of you or to demonize this habit. You guys can do whatever you want, but I'm just coming on here to share some perspective on how I stopped this thing and why I wanted to stop it, because it's something that I was struggling with this year and the better part of last year, the later part of last year as well, but mainly this year. I didn't hit some rock bottom moment. I didn't have some crazy thing that happened to me. I didn't have anything really bad happen to me or anything like that. But it just got to the point where I just got tired of it. I just got tired of how it was making me feel. I got tired of the act itself in a way. I just got tired of it. And I know there's some of you out there that feel the same way. You're just kind of over it. You're just kind of over it, and you know that there's more potential that you can tap into if you did stop this thing. I just realized that it wasn't helping me become who I actually wanted to be, and it wasn't helping me progress in any sort of way. It was actually doing the opposite. And for context, I didn't try any sort of drink until I was 20. I was 20 going on 21 when I first tried something. It was Jack and Coke my first time. I remember it still. It was Jack and Coke with a little bit of ice. That was the first time, and I'm 26 now. So from 20 all the way up till 26, I drank. I was doing it pretty often too. I'm in the day 40s now, so past the first month, and I'm trying to get to 60 and then eventually 90, 120. And this isn't the first time that I've tried to do this year. Like I mentioned earlier, I've struggled with this all year. My longest streak before was 36 days, and then from there it would kind of be on and off, be 2 weeks off and then on again for a few weeks, or 1 week off and then on again. And it was on and off for about 6 to 7 months or so. And then now I'm in this new streak now. But what it used to mean, it used to be like everybody else. It was a social thing. It was something that you did on, let's say, the weekends, or a lot of people, they go home and then they crack beers, or when you go out, it's just, there's just bars and alcohol everywhere. I'm in Las Vegas. I was born and raised Las Vegas. So you should already know by that you can't really go anywhere without there being a full bar there. I mean, it's kind of crazy when you actually really step back and you think about it. But I got used to seeing slot machines in gas stations. Like that's how I grew up. I still see people gambling in gas stations. I grew up seeing people gambling in gas stations, and I just grew up just seeing alcohol literally everywhere. Like you couldn't escape it. It was everywhere. I mean, this is Sin City, so it kind of comes with the territory. This city is known for people coming here and just straight drinking and partying. It's one of the party cities. It's one of the biggest party cities in the whole world. So growing up, it's something that I just saw. It's something that seemed normal to me growing up. Nobody really talked down about it. Nobody really made it seem like it was a bad thing. It was something that was super normal. And the people that I just saw that were older than me that could drink, and even I saw people that weren't even old enough to drink, of course, still doing it. People in my middle school, people in my high school, just people that haven't even hit that age. It just seemed like something that people couldn't wait to do. It seemed like something that they couldn't wait until they turned 21 to do. So that's just kind of the culture that was here. It became just something that people do. It's just what people do here. And it didn't take me that long, but after a little bit of time, it got really stale. It just got really stale to me. I didn't even like going out anyways. I've never been in a nightclub. I've never been in a strip club. The craziest thing I've done out in the city is go to a bar, go to my local bar, go to a bar maybe on Fremont Street, something like that. I'd never been a huge partier anyways. If I did go out and do something, it was a lot more chill. I would get a little bourbon. I would get a little Jack and Coke or something, get a beer. I wouldn't do anything crazy like that. I wasn't the partier. So what changed for me? When I did that first long streak, I realized just how much more clear everything became. And I love the gym. I'm in the gym 3 to 5 times a week, give or take. And I noticed I was getting stronger, and I was able to do more cardio. I was able to hit the heavy bag longer and do that a whole lot better technique and stuff like that. I say probably the number one reason why I stopped, besides being bored of it and it was getting stale, was health reasons. There's been a lot of new information coming out nowadays. about what this stuff actually does to your brain and does to your body, especially over a long period of time. Of course, some people are freaks of nature, or they can just take a real beating. I mean, our bodies can take a beating over a long period of time, but not everybody gets the super negative side effects right away. It usually catches up to them when they get older in age. But I've personally known people that have died from drinking too much. And it's kind of a wake-up call when you see that up close and when you see that happen to somebody that you knew and you saw pretty much every day. So there's a lot of different health reasons. I'm not going to get into them. Do your own research, of course. If you want a good podcast to listen to, that Huberman Lab podcast where he goes in depth about alcohol, it's like 2 hours, a deep dive. It's great. Listen to it. There's so many YouTube videos out there explaining it. If you want a book to read, This Naked Mind by Annie Grace, that's a pretty good book. She kind of goes into it a little bit, but that book helped me out a lot. Give that a read. There's a lot of information and literature coming out right now, especially studies and things of that nature, explaining what this stuff actually really does to you. And if you care at all about your body or your brain, even a little bit, when you read some of that stuff, it's kind of scary. It's kind of it makes you think like, whoa, why was I even doing this in the first place? Like why am I even doing this in the first place? When you really know what it's doing to you. It just lifts that mental fog. It lifts that underlying anxiety and stress you have. It lifts a lot of those things that are always weighing you down, and it keeps you in that loop because you feel anxious, you feel tired or whatever. So you think the drink is the cure, but it's actually what is keeping you in that state and what's keeping you in that loop. So I didn't stop to be perfect or be some perfect human. I just stopped just so I could just feel more alive again, just to feel more like me. I liked how I felt without it more than I felt with it. So it just kind of made sense to just keep trying to go without. And it's something that I struggled with, like I said. It's something that was a back and forth for a little bit of time, but I've kicked other habits. So I don't think this one was the worst one that I've kicked for sure, but it is hard. It still is a hard one to get rid of. And there are challenges after stopping. You're going to have those urges, you're going to have those cravings. It's going to feel slightly off if you go into a social setting, you get into a family gathering, a friend gathering or something like that. And that's all that's being passed around and you're all good on it. I went out about a month ago and I went out to, it was a bar, but I went for the food for the most part. My friend wanted to go to. So we went there and I just get a Heineken Zero. Like, it's super simple. It feels weird at first, but once you get used to it, it's super chill. When you try to get rid of these things, it's good to find a replacement. So whether that's some sparkling water, I have a Liquid Death right there. Those are super good. You can get 0.0 beer or non-alcoholic beer. They even taste better than the real deal, to be honest with you. Like, those are good. Or you can just do some club soda with some lime, some club soda with some fruit or something like that. There's a lot of mocktails out there. It's super easy to find alternatives to this stuff if you actually want to go down that route. And cravings and boredom are going to show up. That's just part of the territory. You're going to have an urge to have a drink every once in a while, but you got to push through it. And you got to find other ways to wind down. If you train during the day, you'll be more tired later on during the day at night. You can read, you can meditate if you are into that. You got to find other ways to wind down instead of just always going to that. And what being sober taught me really was that you don't even need that to be confident. You actually get more confident without it, and you don't need it to have fun. You can have fun without it too. There's a lot of things you can do without it that are still pretty fun. You start to connect deeper with your goals and your values. You get to actually have a real sense of clarity about your goals and your values and things like that, and that's super important. One of the reasons why I'm on here is I just want you to do what you want to do and to chase whatever you want to chase. Don't do what somebody else wants you to do. And I don't judge anybody that drinks. They can do whatever they want. We're all adults here. We can do what we want to do or not do what we want to do. We got that free will in that sense. Do whatever you want to do. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just here to give a little bit of perspective and a few things that I've noticed in these times and trying over and over again, trying a handful of times this year and then going on this longer streak. I'm not here to preach about this stuff. I'm just here to share, like I said, I'm just here to share some things that I noticed, share some thoughts that I had about this, because I've been thinking about this a lot this year. This has been a topic that is always on my head this whole year, all of 2025. And it's crazy how much life really opens up when you stop numbing yourself. I made a video a few weeks ago talking about how numbing yourself isn't resting. And that's actually true. Like, when you're not just numbing yourself and trying to forget about a lot of things, you really get opened up. You really can open up some things. You can open up about your goals. You can open up with just your whole life in general. It's just a lot more freeing instead of you always being under this dark cloud of numbness all the time. So if you're thinking about slowing down or stopping, then cool, go for it. Try it out. Try it for a month. If you feel great, try it out for 60 days. If you feel great, keep going. Just see how it feels. If it's something that you've been thinking about, if it's something that you have kind of debated on, if you wanted to try it or not, if you wanted to get rid of it or not, go for it. Try it out. It might actually be really beneficial to you. It might really help you out. You might be able to hit a whole nother level that you never thought you could hit. So, like I said, I'm not on here to be preachy about this, but even if one person sees this and it makes them think about something differently, or it makes them just try it out, try not drinking for a little bit to see what happens, that's cool. I think that would be worth it. Just try it out. And I'm gonna make updates about this too when I get later on down in the timeline. I don't plan on having any slips, but if I do, I'll let you know. But if you want to see more videos on where I'm at, then consider subscribing for sure, because I kind of want to do this continuously every few months, give a little update on where I'm at, give an update on how I'm feeling. So if you want to start today too, then cool. Let me know down below when you're starting. If you have already started and you've been doing this for months or even years, also let me know. I want to hear about that too. Let's talk about this stuff, because whatever you guys put down below will actually help me out too. Maybe we can help each other in a way, because everybody is on a different journey with this stuff. And a lot of people I've been noticing have been trying to stop, and that's probably actually a good thing for us. So let me know down below, if it wasn't this, what's one thing that you stopped that is making you feel more alive? And if you did stop drinking, how do you feel now? How long has it been? Let me know down below. I want to talk about it. If you got this far, my name is TJ. If you found this helpful, consider hitting that like, consider subscribing, especially if you want an update to this one. Like I said earlier, I'm in the 40s. I think today is day 44, if I'm not mistaken. 43, 44. I have to check my phone. But just let me know down below, what are some things that you're stopping? All right, I'm out of here. I'll see y'all.